Hey everyone, a very good evening to all of you. Welcome to the Officer Adda 24/7, the special session in which I'm going to tell you for CAIIB June exam 2026 that how to solve the case studies question in your fourth compulsory subject, that is BRBL. So guys, we know that in BRBL, the various types of question asked in your exam, like one-liner, it means doesn't mean a one line, 2 to 3 line question in which you have to just understand, interpret it, and then 4 MCQ will be there and you have to just do the question. So the interpretation questions will generally come, I can say the 30. At least 30 to 40 questions come, that is from interpretation code, okay? Then guys, 15 to 20 question always asked from the case studies question, okay? So for case studies question, how to solve? So first of all, you have to understand case study. So case study is basically a case, the fact of any story. If you align this fact in the concept, then you can easily solve the case studies question. Because for case studies question, you have to understand the concept, because in BRBL, concept is the power. If you know the concept, you can easily crack this paper. So how to solve the case studies question? So here, few are the steps that you people have to follow. So first of all, understand the scenario first. Exactly. I'm giving you one example. We have read the Mohri baby case. So in Mohri baby case, if you see this example, there is a minor, right? Just understand this fact. There is a minor. Minor take the loan from the landlord. Okay, suppose 20 lakh, and the minor have given the property to the landlord. Okay, we know that the minor, it is below 18, is not eligible to do any contract, but he have done by just doing the fraud. When landlord get to know that this is minor, the contract is not valid, so he just filed the case. The court come into conclusion that the any agreement which is done by the minor is void ab initio. That is void from the very beginning. So this exactly happened in this case. So this is the decision of the case. So this case study we have just read in the Indian Contract Act. The crux is minor agreement is void ab initio. Module D, Indian Contract Act. So 4 things you have to understand. You have to quickly, catch it from the fact, the module, act name, and concept. So that's why you have to first of all understand the scenario. Before you think of answer, read the case thoroughly. This is very important, at least 2 to 3 times. 2 to 3 times you have to, read the case thoroughly. Is that okay? Highlight the key issues. Key issues means why this case happened. Okay, key issue means we can say the cause of action. So you have to identify the cause of action, such as legal violation, compliance problem, regulatory requirement, rights, responsibility of the party. So these are the things that you have to catch from the fact. Why? The case question tests your ability to apply the real rules and law, not just recall them. So that's why I always used to say that law is nothing but common sense and logic. Okay, law is nothing but a common sense and logic. So this is important. So you have to understand this, okay, and do not mug up the law, because see, always the concept will be same, but the scenario will be changed. The case study will be changed. So that's why always try to focus on the concept. Cool? Is that clear, class? Now, the next thing is, class, break down the questions. This is very much important. Most CAIIB case study will have at least 3 to 5 sub questions linked to the same scenario. Sometime, the paragraph based question in which the one full paragraph is there and 5 questions will be there. So all 5 questions will depend upon, that's applied to the same concept. So identify what question is asking, that is this complaint, which law apply, etc. Determine the core topic. And always remember, guys, practice makes a man perfect. Practice make a man perfect. So this thing you have to apply. So determine the core topic before solving the question. So that's why for case studies question, always read the question at least 2 to 3 times. That is important. Done, class? Then apply the legal and regulatory concept. So BRBL is all about law and regulation, and we know that BRBL is totally a concept subject, or we can say a theory subject. So BRBL is all about the law and regulation. So while answering, refer the specific act and section. Don't write generic theory. Okay, for example, know your customer is mandatory, right? Under prevention of money laundering regulation. Failure to verify customer identity constitute non-compliance, so bank must whatever. So in this way, you have to apply the legal and regulatory concept, class. Verify customer identity constitute non-compliance, so bank must whatever. So in this way, you have to apply the legal and regulatory concept, class. Is that okay? Done? Now, next one. Structure your answer logically. What is this? A structured answer is easier for evaluator to read and usually score the higher. So that's why structured answer is simply, suppose, you know, suppose if the fact is there, we just read the part and quickly we are giving the answer. That is not a right way to solve the question. Structure your answer means, suppose if any story is there, systematic wise the story should be come in your mind, so that you can easily apply that which concept will apply in which structure. This one. Okay, so that's why, class, for any case study, issue, relevant law, application, conclusion, recommendation is required. You can use heading and bullet points for clarity, examiner like that. Is that okay? So you can use heading and bullet points for the clarity. Done, class? Calculate or interpret it if required. Some cases scenario may include numerical or compliance calculation. Example, penalty amount, TAT, credit limits. So show your steps clearly. Double check figure before finalizing, class. Important. Done, class? Cool. So guys, manage your time. This is very much important. Practice make a perfect. So more you practice, more confidence will come, and you can easily solve this types of questions very easily. Okay, so manage your time. So practice with the previous year questions and the mock test. That is very important. Understand why the particular options and answer is the correct, because suppose this is the time in which you can analyze yourself. Once the time will finish, you will not get the time to analyze. So that's why in this time, just analyze the wrong answer that you are making in every mock paper. Cool. Review before the final submission. This is also very much important. Address the question asked. Verify that all regulatory reference and facts are aligned. Okay, that's it. So guys, this is all for today's session, and I hope so you people like this session. So here we have a telegram. You can please scan this telegram and come in my channel, where you can ask your doubt anytime, anywhere. And this is our Officer Pro Badge 2.2. Important. Apply the coupon code Y391 for maximum discount here. And then we have our batches. That is Utkarsh Badge, Elevation Badge, Increment Pro Badge. For these badges, apply the coupon code Y391 for the maximum discount here. Okay, and then we have a CAIIB test series also, we have ebooks also, we have a proper book, we have a CAIIB ka Maha Pack. So for any batch, apply the coupon code Y391 for the maximum discount. Okay, thank you so much.